I bet you didn't know why so many retirees are running out of money. Some of the reasons might surprise you, and the solutions could change your future. Retirement used to mean security and relaxation after decades of work. But today, millions are facing a harsh new reality. Their savings are running out far too soon. Longer lives and rising costs, especially for healthcare, are eroding the financial safety net seniors once relied on. The old rules of retirement planning no longer guarantee a secure future. This isn't just someone else's problem. It could affect you, your family, or your friends. It's time to face this new reality and prepare for what's ahead. Stick around until the end for actionable insights that could help you or your loved ones avoid these pitfalls. What's fueling this crisis? It's a perfect storm. Pensions have all but disappeared, leaving individuals to shoulder the burden of saving. Social Security, while vital, was never meant to be your only income. It covers less than half of what most people need. Many struggle to save enough, and those who do often lack the knowledge to invest wisely. Debt is another anchor, dragging down retirees' finances. The result? Millions are entering retirement unprepared, with too little savings and too much uncertainty. The safety nets of the past are gone. We must adapt to survive this storm. The main reason people run out of money in retirement is simple. They haven't saved enough. Rising living costs and stagnant wages make saving feel impossible for many. Everyday expenses and a culture of instant gratification push long-term savings to the back burner. Most arrive at retirement with far less than they need, often without a clear plan. Hoping things will work out isn't a strategy. The savings gap is the biggest threat to a secure retirement. Traditional pensions, once a cornerstone of retirement, are nearly extinct. Today, most workers must rely on 401ks or IRAs, shifting all the risk and responsibility onto individuals. Unlike pensions, these plans don't guarantee income for life. Many people were never taught how to manage these accounts or invest for the long haul. The shift from pensions to self-managed plans is a major reason for today's retirement crisis. Now, you're the pilot and the mechanic of your financial future. Most were never prepared for this challenge. Social Security is essential, but it was never meant to be your only source of retirement income. It typically replaces just 40% of your working income, far from enough for most people. Relying solely on Social Security leads to a retirement of scraping by, not comfort. Many overestimate its power, saving less or claiming benefits too early. Smart decisions, like delaying benefits, can make a big difference. Remember, Social Security is a foundation, not a fortress. Saving for retirement is a fantastic first step, but how you invest that money matters just as much. Too much risk or too little can both be devastating. Playing it too safe means inflation eats away your savings. Chasing risky investments can lead to disaster. True diversification is key. Making smart, informed choices is essential for a secure retirement. Don't let bad decisions cost you your future. We're living longer than ever, a true gift, with more years for family, hobbies, and joy. But this longevity comes with a price. Your savings must last much longer. Retirement now can last as long as your career. What once seemed like enough may not be. The goal isn't just to reach retirement, but to get through it, financially prepared for every extra year. Healthcare is the single biggest expense threatening retirement dreams. Even with careful planning, one major health event can wipe out savings. A healthy couple retiring today may spend over $300,000 on medical costs, excluding long-term care. Medicare helps, but it doesn't cover everything. Planning for healthcare costs is essential, or a single storm can wash away a lifetime of work. Inflation is a silent thief for retirees. When you're working, pay raises help you keep up. But in retirement, your income is often fixed, while prices for groceries, gas, and bills keep rising. Over time, your savings buy less and less. If your investments don't outpace inflation, you risk running out of money. That's why it's crucial to keep your money working for you, even in retirement. Now let's put it all together. We have talked about three powerful forces: living longer than ever before, facing skyrocketing healthcare costs, and battling the constant erosion of inflation. Each one of these is a major challenge on its own, but when they all hit at the same time, they create a devastating financial squeeze play on retirees. It is not just one thing that causes people to run out of money. It is the combination of all three that creates a perfect storm of financial pressure. It is a triple threat to your security and peace of mind in your golden years. Think of it like this. You have a fixed amount of water in a bucket, which represents your retirement savings. The first force, longevity, means you need to make that bucket of water last for a very long time, maybe 30 years. You can only take out a small scoop each day. The second force, healthcare, is like someone unexpectedly showing up and demanding to take a huge portion of your bucket of water all at once. A major illness could mean half your water is gone in an instant. And the third force, inflation, is like a tiny hole in the bottom of the bucket, constantly dripping water out, day after day. The longer you live, the more water you lose through that leak. This squeeze play is what defines the modern retirement crisis. You are being pushed from all sides. You need your money to last longer than ever, while your single biggest potential expense, healthcare, is growing uncontrollably. All the while, the actual value of every dollar you have saved is slowly decreasing due to inflation. This combination can turn a seemingly large nest egg into an inadequate sum with terrifying speed. A person who retires feeling like a millionaire can, within a decade, feel like they are on the brink of poverty after a health scare and the steady march of rising costs. This is why the old way of thinking about retirement is broken. You cannot simply save a number and then stop working forever. The game is far more dynamic and dangerous now. You must have a plan that accounts for all three of these forces. Your plan needs to be flexible. It needs to have contingencies for health emergencies. It needs an investment strategy that outpaces inflation. And it must be based on a realistic understanding of just how long you might live. Ignoring any one of these factors is a gamble. Ignoring all three is a guaranteed recipe for financial failure in retirement. This is the reality we all must face. John and Mary did everything right, worked hard, saved, and dreamed of traveling in retirement. They bought an RV and set out to see the country. But rising costs, fuel, maintenance, and health insurance, quickly ate into their savings. They had to sell the RV and now live on a strict budget. Their story is a reminder. Retirement dreams can be undone by inflation and unexpected costs. Now I want to tell you about Carol. Carol was a successful real estate agent. She was single, independent, and a brilliant businesswoman. She never made a huge salary, but she was smart with her money. She owned her own condo, had a well-funded IRA, and had a separate savings account for emergencies. She was in her late 60s, still working part-time because she loved it, and was in fantastic health. She walked several miles every day, and was the picture of a vibrant, active senior. She felt completely secure in her financial future. She had a long-term care insurance policy and felt she had prepared for every possibility. Then, at age 69, she had a major stroke. It came out of nowhere, a bolt of lightning on a clear day. She survived, but the stroke left her with significant physical challenges. She could no longer live on her own without assistance. Suddenly, she needed help with everything: getting dressed, preparing meals, managing her medications. Her life and her financial plan were turned upside down in an instant. The vibrant, independent woman was now dependent on others for her basic needs. It was a devastating blow, not just physically and emotionally, but financially as well. Carol and her family discovered that her long-term care policy, which she had paid into for years, had limits. It covered some of the costs of a home health aide, but not all of them. The out-of-pocket expenses were staggering. To get the 24-hour care she needed, the cost was over $8,000 a month. Her savings, which she thought would provide a comfortable life, were now being drained at an alarming rate to cover the cost of her care. The money she had carefully saved and invested over 40 years was disappearing in a matter of months. It was a financial wildfire that was consuming everything in its path. Within 3 years, Carol's entire life savings were gone. Every penny she had worked so hard for was spent on her medical care. She had to sell her beloved condo. Today, she lives in a state-funded nursing facility, and her care is paid for by Medicaid. To qualify for Medicaid, she had to be legally impoverished. She had to spend down every last asset until she had virtually nothing left to her name. Carol's story is a terrifying example of the healthcare hammer we talked about. She did more to prepare than most people, but one health crisis still managed to wipe out a lifetime of financial discipline. Let's talk about Robert. Robert was a firefighter. He was a hero who spent his life running into burning buildings to save others. He was a salt-of-the-earth guy, strong and dependable, but he would be the first to tell you that he didn't know much about investing. When he retired at 60 with his firefighter's pension, he also had a significant lump sum from a deferred compensation plan he had paid into for decades. It was the largest amount of money he had ever seen in his life. He knew he needed to make it last, and he knew he needed help. So he went to a financial advisor, who was recommended by a friend at the firehouse. This advisor came to Robert's house, sat at his kitchen table, and seemed like a really nice person. He talked about his own family, he praised Robert for his service, and he promised to take good care of him. He presented a plan that involved putting Robert's entire lump sum into a few complex investments. He used a lot of jargon that Robert didn't understand, but it all sounded very official and impressive. The advisor promised high returns with very little risk. Robert felt a huge sense of relief. He trusted this person and signed the papers, handing over control of his life savings. It was one of the biggest mistakes of his life. What Robert didn't know was that this advisor was not a true fiduciary. He was a salesman. The products he sold to Robert were loaded with incredibly high fees and commissions. These fees, which were buried deep in the fine print of the documents, were eating away at Robert's principal every single year, whether the investments made money or not. For the first few years, the market was doing well, so Robert didn't notice. He would get his statements, see the balance was okay, and file them away. He trusted that the expert he hired was doing the right thing for him. He was tragically wrong. Then the market had a downturn. Robert's account value plummeted. When he called his advisor in a panic, the man was hard to reach. When they finally spoke, the advisor told him not to worry and to stay the course. But when Robert, now in his 70s, finally got a second opinion from a true fee-only financial planner, the truth came out. He had lost nearly 40% of his initial investment, and a huge portion of that was due to the outrageous fees he had been paying for a decade. The money was gone. Bad advice, driven by greed, had cost a hero a huge piece of his financial security. Finally, I want you to meet Susan. Susan's story is one that is becoming more and more common. She worked as an administrative assistant her whole life. She was never a high earner, but she was responsible. She saved a little from every paycheck in her company's 401k. She never married and had no children, so she always lived a modest but comfortable life. When she retired at age 67, she had about $400,000 in her retirement account. At the time, that felt like an enormous amount of money to her. She thought, "I'm a simple person. I don't need much. This will be more than enough." For the first decade of her retirement, everything went according to plan. She lived on her Social Security and took a small, fixed amount out of her retirement account each month to supplement it. She enjoyed her freedom, spent time gardening, and volunteered at the local library. She watched her expenses carefully and felt she was in good shape. She was healthy, happy, and financially secure. She was a model of a successful, modest retirement, but she forgot to account for one of the most powerful forces we've discussed: the simple fact of a long, long life. As Susan entered her late 70s and then her 80s, things began to get tighter. The cost of her rent went up every year. Her grocery bills were noticeably higher. A new crown for a tooth cost her nearly $1,000 out of pocket. The small, fixed amount she was withdrawing from her savings no longer covered her needs, so she had to start taking out more. She was battling inflation, and she was also battling longevity. The problem was, her plan was based on living to about 85, which was the average life expectancy when she retired. But Susan was in excellent health. Today, Susan is 91 years old. This is a wonderful blessing, but it has become a financial curse. Her $400,000 nest egg, which she managed so carefully, is now almost completely gone. She has about a year's worth of money left. She lies awake at night terrified, asking herself the same question over and over. What will I do when the money runs out? She has no family to turn to. She outlived her friends. She outlived her own expectations. And now, after a lifetime of responsibility and careful planning, she is about to outlive money. Her story is a heartbreaking illustration of the new retirement reality. Feeling overwhelmed about retirement is normal, but don't be scared. Be prepared. A written financial plan is your roadmap. It shows where you are, where you want to go, and how to get there. Without it, you're just driving in the dark. Track your spending, set clear goals, and review your plan regularly. Take control. Start building your roadmap to a secure retirement today. If a financial plan is your roadmap, your savings are the fuel. The biggest problem for most people is not saving enough. The solution? Pay yourself first, before rent, bills, or groceries. Make your future self your top priority. Automate savings from your paycheck, ideally through a workplace retirement plan. If your employer offers a match, always contribute enough to get it. It's free money. Start now, even if it's just 1%. Increase it over time. The magic of compound interest and disciplined saving is the key to lasting wealth. Saving is only half the battle. To build wealth, you must invest wisely and keep costs low. Diversify your investments. Never put all your eggs in one basket. Low-cost index funds are simple, effective, and keep more of your money working for you. Investing is a marathon. Stay disciplined, ignore the noise, and let your money grow for a secure retirement. Retirement isn't what it used to be. Today, flexibility is essential. Working longer, part-time jobs, or downsizing your home can boost your financial security and keep you active. The key is to adapt, whether that means earning extra income, moving to a lower-cost area, or simply staying engaged. Your retirement can be joyful and secure if you stay flexible. Retirement today is different. The old system is gone, and the responsibility is now yours. It can feel overwhelming, but you have the power to shape your future. See this as an opportunity to take charge and become the chief financial officer of your life. The future is truly in your hands. Start today. Your choices matter. The journey to a secure retirement begins with a single step: tonight. Sit down, review your finances honestly, and track every dollar you spend for 1 month. Find out if you're getting your full employer match. Educate yourself, seek real advice, and take action. The peace of mind you gain is the greatest gift you can give yourself. Start today. Take control of your future.